I get itchy standing in the driveway, looking at that stubborn oil stain from last winter, and you're wondering if splurging on a pressure washer is worth it, or if you'll end up with a pricey paperweight. A lot of people I talk to feel the same way. They've seen ads promising 3000 psi of pure power, but they are not sure if that power translates into real-world cleaning or just another garage shelf ornament. The fear of buying the wrong tool, especially something that sits idle most of the year, is a genuine hesitation. So before you click Add to Cart, let's walk through what the NorthStar gas cold water pressure washer actually does in the field, who will get the most bang for their buck, and where it might fall short. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the engine is a Kohler Command Pro CH270 commercial unit. That isn't just a marketing buzzword, it's the same workhorse you'd find in a small-scale construction cruise equipment rack. For a homeowner who needs to power through a driveway, a patio, or a stack of garden furniture, that engine gives you the kind of durability that can survive a few seasons of pulling the recoil starter and still start on the first pull. The Easy Start feature is designed to keep pressure from building up while you're pulling, which means you're less likely to jam the starter or get a sudden kickback. In my own experience with a similar Kohler engine, that translates to a smoother, less tiring start, especially when you're already sweaty from scrubbing. The pump is a Cat 4DNX crankshaft triplex with ceramic plungers and thermal protection. In plain English, that means the pump can handle the high flow of 2.5 GPM without overheating, and the ceramic plungers resist wear far better than standard steel. If you're planning to clean a large commercial lot or a fleet of vehicles, that durability can save you from frequent pump replacements. The thermal protection is a nice safety net. The pump will automatically back off if it gets too hot, which protects both the motor and the pump itself, something you don't get on many entry-level models. Now, let's talk about what you actually do with this machine. I've seen a contractor use a 3300 psi unit to strip paint off a wooden fence in under an hour, adjusting the pressure down to around 1500 psi for the delicate wood, then cranking it up to 3000 psi for the metal brackets. The adjustable pressure knob on the NorthStar makes those shifts painless. You can dial it in while you're already spraying, instead of having to stop, swap nozzles, and guess the new output. That flexibility is a real time saver when you're moving between tasks like washing a concrete driveway, rinsing off a garden hose reel, and giving a garage door a quick shine. If you're a hobbyist gardener who only needs to rinse off a few pots a month, you might find the 3300 psi a bit overkill. The power can actually damage softer surfaces if you're not careful. Think of a delicate stone paver that could chip under too much force. In those cases, a lower pressure electric model might be more forgiving and cheaper to store. The NorthStar really shines when you have a mix of heavy-duty jobs, removing chewing gum from a sidewalk, blasting moss off a stone walkway, or cleaning grease off a garage floor after a car project. The high PSI paired with 2.5 GPM gives you enough water volume to carry the debris away, not just push it around. One practical strength that often gets lost in the spec sheet is the oil drain cutouts on both the engine and the pump. Changing oil on a pressure washer can be a messy, time-consuming task if you have to pry open a sealed housing. With these cutouts, you just pull a plug, let the old oil drain into a pan, and refill. No splatter, no extra tools. For someone who plans to use the washer regularly, that ease of maintenance can extend the life of the whole system and keep the running cost low. It also means you won't be hesitant to perform routine service because it's too much hassle. On the flip side, there are a few trade-offs to be aware of. The machine runs on gasoline, so you need a safe storage area for the fuel and a little habit of refilling the tank before each job. If you've only ever used electric units, the smell of gasoline and the occasional need to let the engine warm up for a minute before pulling full pressure can feel like an extra step. Also, the unit weighs around 140 pounds, which makes it a bit of a workout to move it from the garage to the back porch. The wheels are sturdy, But you still need a clear path and maybe a dolly if you have stairs or uneven terrain. This isn't a portable backpack sprayer, it's built for a dedicated cleaning station. Another nuance is the cold water design. Because the pump is engineered for cold water, you won't get the same efficiency if you try to run.